David and I had a fantastic time traveling together down the Atlantic intracoastal waterway last March. We used St. Augustine's Nights of Lights as an excuse to get back on the ICW in January. I arranged pet care, and David booked a slip at St. Augustine's Municipal Marina. Monday, January 6th, would be our main travel day. The forecast called for a sunny day with a high of 74, but the winds would blow at 23 miles per hour sustained, with gusts up to 40 miles per hour by 1 p.m. As we talked about the wind forecast, I could see the anxiety starting to bubble up in David. I knew he would start to obsess about it. I even caught him Googling, is it safe to travel the ICW in 40-mile-per-hour winds?
Okay, that's true. You know, I'm trying to be a sailor here, but I find strong winds unsettling. Seeing red on the wind map unsettles me. I'm getting anxious now just looking at this again.
But we've been out in stuff like this before. We know we're good as long as there are no waves to deal with.
Right. I know that in my brain. Waves kill boats, not wind.
And the part of the ICW we'll be traveling is so narrow, there won't be any fetch for waves to develop.
I know, just loud, shuddering, unsettling wind.
But we're good, right?
Yeah. We're good, but still, I did not sleep the night before we left or the night at anchor, just thinking about it. Ready to untie your line?
Bye!
Bye. He's just playing around in the shallows. Baby, don't run into the boat. So anchored in Sisters Creek, St. John's River. It's right over there, just a little ways. We could not get on the free dock. It is full. Oh, it's over there. Winds are going to pick up a lot after midnight.
Oh, is your GoPro still out there?
No, it's right here.
Okay, good. Hello!
Getting ready to get the lasagna out.
Yay!
That's
Lasagna
what it
for
looks
dinner.
like out there. Yeah, show that there. Oh, that looks good. Great. My compliments to the chef.
Oh, yes. I worked hard.
Scary day today. Winds are predicted to build to 22 with gusts of 40. And there's nothing between here and St. Augustine. It's going to get down to 38 tonight, so we really do need to get to a marina at St. Augustine.
This is now. The winds will build through the morning and max out at 1 p.m. I can tell David was pretty anxious as he was pulling up the anchor, muttering something about fear and mind killing.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Crossing St. John River. The ocean's down that way. I'm following the bottom line. There he is. ferocious wind is out of the southwest, and we just made a turn towards the southeast, which puts it kind of on our quarter, and it's just so much. It's not. I mean, it's nothing going this direction. So everything's so amplified when you go right into the wind. Are you at the helm?
This is the radar tail of the first winter storm of the season, the one that dropped 5 inches of snow on Baltimore. We've been watching it all morning. At one point, it seemed like it would break up, but now it looks like it will hit us.
We'll get hit by the storm before we can make it to the marina. We'll just barely not make it. I don't feel like I have any right to complain about conditions. I have to admit, Blown Away did great in the 40-mile-per-hour gusts, but now the radar has started looking more ominous. We are minutes from our marina, but we have to get past a drawbridge that only opens on the hour and half hour. We contacted the bridge operator at 1:25 to see if she would hold the 1:30 opening for us. Yeah, we missed the 1:30. She said negative. We're too far away. I could feel the anxiety building again. Are we going to wait out here in this and then get slammed by a storm just as we're coming to the dock?
Fear is the mind killer.
So we're going to go drop the anchor and wait till the storm passes. Try again.
David got the anchor down, but the 40-mile-an-hour winds were pushing us backwards towards another boat. While we were struggling to get control, the very cheerful, may I say, angelic voice of the bridge operator came over the radio. "Hey, Blown Away, do you want a 2 p.m. opening?"
Okay, anchoring was a fail. We were dragging in those very high winds and had to just pull it up, and then by now it's 2 o'clock, so we're going through the bridge. So we're tied up in yeah, St. Augustine Municipal Marina. Oh my gosh, yeah, winds are high, there's current. It took 2 tries for me to get back in here. Had a good help from the deckhands. So anyway, such a relief to be off the water. The storm is coming, they say. Nasty weather in the next hour.
Drawbridge is called the Bridge of Lions, named for a pair of marble Medici lions guarding the entrance. The bridge connects downtown St. Augustine to Anastasia Island.
Our first sailboat was named Anastasia, which is the Greek form for Stacy. So we were definitely walking across that bridge. Okay, so we just walked across the Bridge of Lions, and here we are on Anastasia Island. And Stacy has a much better smile today than yesterday.
What we found on the other side was tired mid-century architecture with flashes of entrepreneurial energy here and there. Here we are. We can't say enough about St. Augustine Municipal Marina. Every part of it is meticulously managed, and the staff are super friendly and helpful.
One of the perks of marina life is a drop of bourbon and a great meal out. There are dozens of fine establishments for this within walking distance. Speaking of St. Augustine, this is an ancient city by American standards. It was founded in 1565 by Spanish Admiral Pedro Menendez de Villas. One of his first acts was to massacre the French Huguenots in nearby Fort Caroline, hanging their bodies from trees with the inscription, "Hanged not as Frenchmen, but as Lutherans."
You step through the centuries as you walk the downtown area. One of the most iconic structures is Flagler College. This started as the Ponce de Leon Hotel in 1888, but is now a highly rated liberal arts college. If I had known about this place in my younger years, I definitely would have checked it out. But then I never would have met David and probably wouldn't be here now. Modern St. Augustine is vibrant and artsy in the best way. We were blown away by the brilliance on displayed in the many galleries we walked through. Nights of Lights is charming in its own way. It was a fun last hurrah to the holiday season. After 2 days of exploring St. Augustine, it was time to think about getting home. We would start out with north winds directly on the nose and a wind chill of 24 degrees Fahrenheit. Thankfully, conditions would improve throughout the day. We got up at 6 a.m. to be ready for the 7 a.m. bridge opening.
Yes. Ah, yes, it was quite the departure. Low 30s.
Winter sailing.
It was winter, yeah. Definitely winter boat travel.
There it is. There he is.
Hello.
Winter sailing. We're heading from St. Augustine back home to Amelia Island.
Back to Amelia Island on a very cold day.
33 degrees and 24-degree wind chills
Yeah,
this
so it's
morning.
going to get better hour by hour here.
That's what they say.
It's time for hot oatmeal.
Yes. Adios.
Adios. This is so good. Stacey made hot oatmeal. Man, this is something else. Actually cannot complain about the weather. It's the guy in the water working. Oh my gosh. So there's the Amelia Island Bridge, and look how flat calm it is and warm. We've taken layers off. Oh my gosh, compared to where we were at 7 o'clock this morning with the 24-degree wind chill. This is delightful. Overall, it was a remarkable trip. At the beginning, I was anxious about the wind, but even when it was blowing its hardest, we found kite surfers frolicking in the abundance. At the end, I was anxious about the cold, but the watermen barely registered it as they put in a day of work. I waste a lot of life being anxious. Is it possible this sign we saw in a St. Augustine shop on our last day was speaking directly to me? I think we're gonna pass Lola. And look who's steering at the helm, man, Racer. She's turning into a racer.